Gardening feeds you in a way that goes way beyond the food you grow. It connects you to the earth, gives you something to tend, and can give you a surprise every single morning. And as we grow older, we bring more patience, more experience, and more intention to it than ever before. Hi, I'm Ife Grady. Welcome back to Ageless AI Collective. Today, I'm going to show you how AI works as your master gardener, helping you identify, plan, record, and go deeper in your garden than ever before. This is AI for Gardeners, the first in the AI for Hobbies series. At the end of this, you will have practical tools that you can put to work this week. So let's get into it. AI for Gardeners, your personal master gardener, powered by AI. Every hits these walls. You spot something in your garden and you genuinely don't know if it's a weed, a volunteer plant, or something you planted and forgot about. You see spots on a leaf and yellowing that worries you, and you have no idea if it's serious. You know you need a planting calendar, but building one from scratch takes more time than you have. You remember having a great season 2 years ago, but you can't quite recall what you did differently. And sometimes you just feel like your garden has stopped surprising you. These are the friction points, and AI addresses every single one of them. Across every episode in this series, we use the same four-part framework: identify, plan, record, go deeper. These four things represent what AI does best in the context of any hobby. And in gardening, they map perfectly onto the real challenges we just named. Today, we're going to walk through all four. Some we'll demo live on screen. Others, I'll show you a quick overview so you leave with the full picture. Let's start with identify, because this is where AI delivers its most immediate, most satisfying results. For the identity framework, we're working with two tools: Picture This at PictureThisAI.com and PlantNet at identify.plantnet.org. Picture This gives you instant plant identification, disease diagnosis, and full care instructions. PlantNet comes from a global scientific community and gives you botanical depth with confidence scores so you know how certain the identification is. Both tools run in both your browser, on your laptop, and both have mobile apps for when you're standing right there in the garden. Let me show you both in action. Okay, I'm on Picture This right now and at PictureThisAI.com. This is a great looking, clean, and simple interface, exactly what we want. I'm going to go to Identify Plants. I'm going to upload one of the images and see. All right, it's a tomato, which indeed it is. Let's learn more because we want to look at those yellow leaves. That's not the picture that I uploaded, but let's go on down. Images of the tomato, care guide for the tomato, common pests and diseases. We're looking for the leaf yellowing. And the symptom analysis, one of them is nutrient deficiency, inadequate levels of nitrogen, potassium, or magnesium, viral infections, water stress, and pest attack. And so the nutrient deficiency seems to be the most grievous one. Okay, how to treat leaf yellowing disease on the tomato. And it tells you how to do it. non-pesticide ways, pesticide ways, how to prevent leaf yellowing, crop rotation, sanitation. And so, as you can see, it tells you how to treat what you have diagnosed as a problem. This is also an app as well as being on the laptop, and you can take a picture of things in your garden and have it diagnosed specifically using PictureThisAI.com. Excellent. It also gives you plant care guide, encyclopedia, but we were trying to diagnose that yellowing. Good job, Picture This. Therefore, what used to take a trip to the garden center or 45 minutes of searching online now takes about 30 seconds. That is the power of identity. Now let me show you PlantNet at identify.plantnet.org. This tool works a little differently. I'm going to select the tomato plant again, and there it tells me it says Solanum lycopersicum, which is apparently a garden tomato. And so what this one did was give me the identification from a botanical viewpoint, and you see it returns the results with a confidence score. You see it's 74%. So I can see exactly how certain the system is. It pulls data from botanical researchers around the world and gives me the scientific name, the plant name, and full species detail. So we would use Picture This for fast, everyday diagnosis right there in the garden, and reach for PlantNet when you want scientific depth and want to know exactly what you're growing at a botanical level. Together, these two tools go for every identification need a gardener has. AI builds your garden plan in minutes. The plan framework is where AI saves you the most time. Building a planting calendar used to mean cross-referencing multiple sources, checking your frost date, mapping your garden zones, and hoping you got it right. Now you open ChatGPT and ask. You tell it your growing zone, what you want to plant, and what conditions you're working with, and it builds you a complete, tailored plan in under a minute. These are real prompts you can use this week. Type any one of these into ChatGPT at chatgpt.com and watch what comes back. Your planning time goes from 1 hour to 5 minutes. Let me show you how fast this works. Now I'm in ChatGPT and I already typed build me a spring planting schedule for Zone B, that is where I am, vegetable garden. Let's see how it does that. Okay, it's creating an image. Sketching it out. I'm interested because it looks like it's creating a picture. Scene. My, check this out. I had expected this, but look at this. It tells me what to start indoors, what to sow, and the notes for each vegetable. Wow, that's great. That's great. Okay, and so I'm going to follow up with that. And my tomato plant has a nitrogen. Tomato plant has a nitrogen deficiency. What are the best organic treatments? And how do I apply them? Okay, a true nitrogen deficiency in tomatoes usually show up as older lower leaves turning pale green than yellow. Okay, and the tomatoes, a fish emulsion, blood meal, fast but use sparingly, alfalfa meal, finished compost. It's giving you so many different ways and the exact application. Wow, and how long you should expect and how to avoid overdoing the nitrogen. Excellent. This is your personal master gardener. thinking through your specific situation with you. Every answer tailored to exactly what you need. Tremendous. Master Gardener in your pocket? For real. AI turns your garden notes into something meaningful that you can use. The record framework solves one of the quietest frustrations in gardening, the feeling that you're losing track of what you know. You had a great season, something worked, you remember it worked, but you can't quite remember what you did. And next year, you start over guessing. AI changes that. You can speak your observations out loud into a voice memo, hand that text to ChatGPT, and ask it to turn your scattered notes into a clean, organized journal entry. You can take a photo of your garden at peak bloom and ask ChatGPT to write a caption that captures the full story behind that image. Over time, your garden journal becomes a real record of your growing wisdom, something you can look back on, learn from, and share. The Go Deeper framework is where gardening becomes an adventure again. If you've been gardening for years, AI can open doors you didn't know existed. Ask it about heirloom vegetables with roots in African American food traditions, the cowpeas, the okra, the collards that connect your garden to a deeper cultural story. Ask it to design a pollinator garden tailored to your specific space. Ask it about medicinal plants or unusual herbs that most gardeners never discover. AI becomes a creative partner that brings you new ideas, new directions, and new reasons to get excited about a hobby you already love. Your garden has more to give. AI helps you find it. Your weekly challenge. Here is your challenge for this week. One photo, one plant. Upload it to PictureThis and read everything it tells you. Then take what you learned and ask ChatGPT one follow-up question. That's the whole challenge. 2 tools, 1 plant, 1 question. Simple, specific, and something you can do today. This is how you build the habit, one small action at a time. And once you do it once, you'll want to do it with every plant in your garden. You now carry a master gardener in your pocket, available to you every single day of the growing season. AI helps you identify what you see, plan with confidence, record what you're learning, and go deeper into a hobby you already love. That's the framework we'll use across the entire series, AI for Hobbies. Gardening has always been about paying attention. AI just sharpens attention. If this video helped you, share it with someone who loves to grow things. And subscribe to Ageless AI Collective. We have so much more coming. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.